Your fighting style reeks of arrogance. Ego infects your techniques and makes them impure. You think you're entitled to greatness.
Is that supposed to be insulting? You say I'm arrogant, I say damn right. That's pride. Pride in the Saiyan I am. The mighty prince of the ultimate warrior race.
You ever notice? Some of us don't even consider asking for help. Not because we don't have people. Not because nobody would listen. It just doesn't register. We handle it. We stay quiet. We keep moving. And if we're being real, that's not just discipline. That's pride that runs someone like the Prince of all Saiyans, Vegeta. I remember one night really clearly. It was late, past midnight. I was sitting in my car in a parking lot, engine off, just quiet. No music, no distractions. And I wasn't there for any real reason. I just didn't feel like going inside yet. Because I knew the second I slowed down, everything I'd been pushing down all day was gonna catch up. Money stress, relationship problems, pressure, just that constant weight sitting in the background. And I remember thinking, I should probably talk to somebody. And almost immediately, that thought got shut down. Not because I didn't have anyone, but because it felt like the moment I said it out loud, I wouldn't be me anymore. Like I'd go from being the one who has it handled to the one who needs help. So I sat there a little longer, took a breath, told myself I'd figure it out like I always do, and went back inside like nothing was wrong. And that right there, that's where a lot of us live. Not falling apart, not asking for help. Just carrying it. That's why someone like Vegeta resonates with so many men. Because his story isn't really about power. It's about identity. He didn't just want to win. He needed to be the kind of man who never looked weak. And once that becomes your identity, you don't just avoid failure. You avoid being seen struggling. People call him arrogant, but arrogance is usually just armor. He lost everything early. His world, his people, his status, and from that point on, he built his identity around one rule. If you're not the strongest, you're nothing. So he cut off anything that could make him look weak. Connection, trust, vulnerability. And we don't say it like that. But a lot of us live by a quieter version of the same rule. Don't let anyone see you struggle. So we become the reliable one, the calm one, the one who doesn't need anything. And after a while, you don't even realize you've built a wall. Because pride isn't really about thinking you're better than people. It's about control. Control over how you're seen. Control over what you show. Because the moment you say, I don't have this handled, I'm not good right now, you lose that control. And that's the part that feels dangerous. So you keep things surface level. You don't open up. You don't explain yourself. And over time, you become the guy who shows up for everyone else, but never lets anyone show up for him. That's why his Majin Vegeta moment matters. It wasn't just about power. It was him choosing pride over growth, choosing to go backward just to feel like himself again. And looking back at that night in my car, nothing actually changed when I walked back inside. The problems were still there. The pressure was still there. The only difference was I was carrying it alone again. That's when you start to realize something. Carrying everything by yourself doesn't make you stronger. It just makes everything heavier, and the longer you do it, the harder it is to stop. Real strength isn't never needing anyone, it's being able to let people in, without feeling like you're losing yourself. That's the shift Vegeta had to make. And honestly, that's the one most of us avoid. Men like us, we don't fall apart loudly. We don't make scenes. We don't ask for help in obvious ways. We just slowly disconnect from people, from support, from parts of ourselves we don't really know what to do with. And we call it strength. But if you really look at it, it's not strength, it's just pride doing a really good job of keeping us alone. And the hard part is, nobody's coming to call you out on it. Nobody's gonna sit you down and say, hey, you're carrying too much by yourself. From the outside, you look like you've got it handled, so if anything changes, it has to come from you. Not in some big dramatic way, not overnight, just something small. Maybe it's being honest one time when your instinct is to say, I'm good. Maybe it's letting someone in a little more than you normally would. Maybe it's just not shutting that door so fast, because the truth is, you don't stop being strong when you stop carrying everything alone. You just stop being isolated. And if you really think about it, that's the shift Vegeta had to make too, not becoming weaker. Just becoming someone who had something, and someone worth showing up for. So if you see yourself in this, you're not the only one. A lot of us learn to move like this. A lot of us are still trying to unlearn it. You don't have to flip a switch. Just don't keep doing it on autopilot. That's where it starts.